Mississippi
Okay.
tomorrow night.
The main network.
Gotcha. Okay. Are you stopping at any radio stations over there?
No.
Okay.
The internet, you can still connect to it.
Yeah.
So we plugged
It's
in
nice when
another
actually
one,
like
and
get
then,
time. I was happy
it
we
was
were able to
having
make this
difficulty
happen.
connecting as well
Me too.
until
Because like being the opening act
had
and like not anybody, like
firewall.
I'm the one driving.
Windows
Yeah.
on
Oh,
you know what I
get
mean?
out.
It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
yeah, I wear a lot of hats, so
Well, sure.
there's not a
So,
whole lot of time.
It wasn't that it
normally.
wasn't
I love that,
it was just
though.
Yeah.
news at URL
I love that.
when it would
Yeah.
go to connect.
I'm trying to save this for like the
Yeah.
interview.
Oh, yeah,
but I know.
You're good.
It's me to go when everyone else.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready?
So am I just looking at you the whole time, or do you want me?
Alondra? I don't know, because
really doesn't
I
matter.
kind of look always at the artist, and I never really know either. So that's a great question. I guess just like both.
Yeah.
Just
Just
natural.
a
Yeah.
natural combo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Like I
Sounds
said,
good.
I'm gonna kick it off, and the first part is gonna be kind of super short and sweet. That's what we'll play on the radio, and then we'll kind of carry on more into more fun stuff.
I don't
Okay.
find that people really look into the camera much whenever.
Okay.
But it.
I wouldn't know what the
Cool.
one to look at.
I know.
That one's both of y'all,
Okay.
and that one's just Kylie.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, ready? Okay. 100.7 The Tiger. Hey, y'all, I'm Brittany Rose with Off the Record. I'm really excited about the show tonight at the world famous Texas Club. Randall King's performing tonight, but opening up Miss Kylie Frey, which, as y'all know, Louisiana girl, and we have her in studio right now. How you doing, Kylie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing so good. I'm really excited that we were able to get this to happen because, like I said, you're a Louisiana girl. Tell everybody where you're from.
So I am from Opelousas and born and raised. My parents sell Boudin for a living.
I
and
know,
so I'm-
Billy's.
Yes.
Everybody loves Billy's.
Yeah, so I don't get to play a ton
Yeah.
in my home state, so I'm really happy to be here in Baton Rouge tonight.
Are you
especially
going to
with
have a
my
lot of friends and
Randall.
family here tonight?
I will,
Okay.
yes. Probably way too much, but it'll be a nice little reunion for me. Yeah.
Absolutely. So how did you get into music?
So I grew up rodeoing,
Nice.
and I grew up tying goats, roping calves. I was a rodeo queen.
Sure,
all
you're
the
a real
things.
cowgirl.
Once upon a time. So
Amen, yeah.
And I just always loved to sing, and my aunt asked me to sing the national anthem for her rodeo, and I was like 5 years old.
I would have freaked
And
out.
it was like the biggest moment of my life, and it was crazy. And so it was in Eunice, and so I just kind of
Eunice,
got
yeah.
hooked, and I started singing the anthem for pretty much every rodeo that I showed up to. And then my grandpa was like, that's how Reba McEntire got her start.
It
And
is.
that was rodeo kind of led into my music dream. And then I graduated high school, and it was like, well, I probably won't make too much money tying goats.
Yeah.
So let me just really give it a shot at this music thing.
It's so funny seeing people like Reba and Cody Johnson that kind of started out in rodeo and kind of led them into this industry.
Yeah.
That's, people that I'm just huge fans of.
There's so many parallels between the two worlds, and it really does make sense. Most of the big connections that have gotten me anywhere in my music career have come from rodeo, so it's really cool.
It is cool how they go hand in hand. So have you ever played at the Texas Club?
Once,
Okay.
a couple of years ago with Baton Rouge boy CJ Solar.
Okay, yeah, we love CJ.
Yeah, so I'm excited to be here with Randall tonight. He's a friend of mine.
Yes.
His show is rowdy and it's fun, and it's perfect for the Texas Club.
I'm a big
So,
fan of Randall King.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too.
So you have a new song that just came out.
I do.
Tell us about it.
I do. It's called Miss Thang.
Oh, Miss Thang.
Yes. So the story behind it, I have a guitar player, and he's been in my band for 3 years now. But when he first showed up, he started calling me Miss Thang.
Oh.
And
Did you like that?
I liked it.
Okay.
Weirdly, I liked it. And I was like, why do you call me Miss Thang? Like, is that why, is that what your mom taught
Yeah.
you? Like, that's that what you just call girls? And he said, no. He was like, I've never called a girl Miss Thang before. He's like, when I saw you for the first time in that rehearsal room, I was just like, immediately, that's Miss Thang right there, and whatever she says goes.
I love that.
And he's still in the band, so.
Because he knows what's up. That's
He
how it's
knows.
supposed to go.
He knows, yes.
That is amazing. So if y'all would like to win your way into the Texas Club tonight to watch Miss Kylie Frey play, definitely get on out there and go to 100.7 The Tiger's Facebook page right now to get yourself qualified. Thank you, Kylie, so much for stopping in today.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So this is the part where we're going to kind of switch over to more personal stuff and more fun things.
Great.
So you said earlier that your parents were in the Boudin business.
Yes.
So growing up, what was that like for you?
So it was really cool. So my parents are the definition of the American dream.
Mm-hmm.
They both, have come from farm families, and my dad was the first one to graduate college out of anyone in his family, and he was working as an engineer, and I was born, and he decided that he didn't want to work for anyone else, that he wanted to be his own boss. And, so they took out a loan, and they
made it happen.
A store, and it was going terrible.
Oh,
it was going
not
terrible.
what I thought you were gonna say.
And my dad was like, he ended up talking to one of his cousins, who owns the little water store where he's from, and he was like, "Hey, how do you keep the lights on here?" And he said, "If it wasn't for Boudin, the hot box, I would have shut the doors a long time ago."
Really?
And so my dad's engineer brain went on to be like, okay, well, let's mess with this recipe from like a scientific way. And he had strangers come in. If they had an extra 5 minutes, then he would have them taste test his Boudin, then 2 different other ones. And he would tweak the recipe for 2 years until everyone consistently said that it was
good.
His was the best.
Well, if he ever needs like just a reminder of how good it is, the taste tester by any means, we always stop there and get not just the Boudin, the crackling too. I am just a hoe for some crackling. I love me some crackling. And chicken crackling?
Me too. I know, chicken crackling.
Yes. And you can't go wrong with the pepper jack Boudin balls.
Right.
So.
Yes. It's almost, I feel like it's a sin to have a Boudin ball without pepper jack now.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Amen. Yes, ma'am, I
Yeah.
do. I know exactly what you mean. So you recently let out a new single, Miss Thing, that we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
So can we be expecting a full album or an EP anytime soon?
So yes, that is the goal. I have 4 songs in the can right now.
Woo!
And so the next one will come out very soon. But Miss Thang was the first one on our radar to release for a lot of different reasons. But the goal is to, this will definitely be an EP. Hopefully we can extend it into an album. But in a world of singles, we're like, let's just throw it, like,
really
why
is.
sit on them?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm having so much fun. Like, this song is a blast.
Yeah.
And it just embodies, like, my personality in the sassy side. And it's also a reminder to me for, like, hey, it doesn't matter if it's not perfect.
Right.
Just put one foot in front of the other. You got this.
Yeah.
You look good doing it.
Sure.
You're Miss Thing. Like, keep on. So, it's just
that.
my reminder to myself that no matter what life throws at me, that it's all going to be okay. So I'm
Right.
just so excited for the rest of this music to come out and just to see what we can make happen.
It's funny that you said the song was kind of sassy because I feel like a lot of your music is very sassy.
Well, yeah.
Do you have another way that you would like for people to portray your music, or how would you describe your type of music? Because sassy was a very good word for it.
Sassy's
Yes.
good. And I have a lot of heavy ballads too. And so, yeah, what's another adjective for me to describe here? I don't know. I just kind of like getting to the
I love
heart of
sassy. I
things.
really do. I think
Yeah.
sassy would be just a great.
Even the ballads
description.
tend to be sassy.
Yeah.
There's like just a little bit of that just twinkled into,
Right. So you have a lot of collaborations with some pretty amazing artists. Kind of walk us through that.
Yeah, so my first big collaboration was with Randy Rogers.
Oh, so jealous.
I know. It, like, probably way before I should have had a song with Randy Rogers.
Never.
But he was so awesome, and he was the perfect person to like just kind of really introduce me to the world of Texas country music. Even though I had been in it for a minute, he was like really took me under his wing. I got to open a bunch of shows. He gave me a ton of advice, and is still a dear friend to this day.
Yeah.
So Randy Rogers was the first.
You have a Randy Hauser too. You got a lot of
Randy
Randys.
Hauser,
Yeah.
Yes, that one was a total surprise. He asked me to sing on the song. It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then I did a song with my friend Bree Bagwell,
Bree's
Texas artist. And then my favorite collaboration so far is I got to sing background vocals on two of Cody Johnson's songs.
Oh, you're just speaking to my soul over here. Just obsessed.
Yeah, I still I forget that I did that,
Yeah.
and then like Human will come on the radio,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, that's me singing
no big
behind
deal.
him. That wow, okay,
What's the other one that you did backgrounds on?
Made a Home.
Oh,
And so they
She's the
originally
one.
reached out for Made a Home,
Mm-hmm.
and his producer, who I work with now,
Mm-hmm.
was like, hey, so we have this other song, and we have this, this big female artist in mind to sing on it. Would you just be the like the guide vocal?
Like the mixtape kind of thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
just to show them what it would sound like so they can hear it and just come in.
Do you think they were tricking you, or like really we just wanted you on it just to make sure you could do it?
No,
Yeah.
I think that I wasn't supposed to be on it
Yeah.
at all.
And then you just like blew him out of the water.
And then then they kept it on there, and it was that song
And you were Miss
moved me
Thang,
so much.
right?
Yes.
Yes. I love
Thank
that.
you. So that was just such a pleasant surprise for me because I didn't expect to stay on the song.
Yeah.
So, and then it ended up being a hit, and it's one of the best songs that has come out of country music in a very long time. So
I told you earlier that the first time I actually ever met you was at the Texas Regional Radio Awards, and we love going there every year. It's such a great time. What do you think the difference of the Texas country radio music and then regular country music is?
I feel like Texas country music is a movement,
Mm-hmm.
and it has been for a long time, and the fans are so loyal
For sure.
and awesome.
Yeah.
Like, because people will ask me all the time, they're like, well, why don't you like lean into Louisiana? And I was like, well, I would, but there's not really that
a big scene for
thing
it
here.
Mhm.
Maybe if I put an accordion in my hands.
Yeah, right.
But it's its own thing. And I grew up on the road. We rodeoed a lot in Texas, and I was introduced to Texas country music in my early teens by my goat tying coach. Driving down the road, it was Randy Rogers live at Billy Bob's.
Yeah.
And then we got into Stoney LaRue and
Yes.
Aaron Watson, and it just like really trickled from there.
Right.
And that music just really spoke to me. And when I was starting to pursue this for real, it was a lot easier for me to go across the state line than it was to go up to Nashville.
Yeah.
And so it was just kind of a natural,
Right.
happy accident, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is your goal this year for yourself and your music?
My goal is to be heard. My goal is to make waves this year.
You're
in a
making
way-
waves, girl. You are.
Thank you. In a way that I haven't done before. And it's my goal personally is just to kind of take myself a little less seriously and have fun.
That's hard.
It's hard, because you're so passionate about what you do, but also it's like, hey, this is the music business. It's supposed to be fun.
Yes.
Let it roll off the cuff sometimes and just let it be what it is, because the best things come along when you don't force them.
100%.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, do you mind playing a couple songs for us then?
Sure. I'm going to kick it off with Horses in Heaven, which is my Randy Houser collaboration.
Right. We love it.
I also sang this one.
I love Randy Houser. I have to say, I just feel like he is underrated.
He is one of my favorite voices in country music.
100%.
Yes. And this music that he's putting out right now is so special.
I can't wait.
Woof.
I'm gonna make a quick adjustment.
Sure.
I'm gonna just point this toward you.
Okay.
So that it,
Picks up all for you.
Cool. Can I just take a sip of
Go
water?
for it,
real
yeah.
quick?
do you?
We can edit all
cut,
this.
yeah.
So we're
Great,
good,
great,
yeah.
great.
Bree used to play at my grandparents have a bar in Round Rock, Texas.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and they have like a bunch of Texas country artists come through. And Bree used to play there all the time, like when she was like first starting out.
No
And
kidding.
yeah, she's awesome. I love her.
Aw.
I love her too.
Yeah,
she's
she's
one
great.
of the sweetest people.
Yeah. She's awesome.
She's great.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
I have to tell her I met her.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wrote this song for my grandpa because, like I said before, he told me that if I sang the anthem at every rodeo that I showed up to, then one day someone was going to ask me to sing it at the NFR.
Like Reba, that's big shoes.
Like Reba did,
That's
yes.
big shoes.
Fun fact, Reba McEntire cut one of my songs this year, so I'm waiting for that to come out.
Which one can we know?
I'm not technically supposed
Okay.
to say which one it is, but
Okay. But rhymes with. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm very excited.
Okay,
about
okay.
it,
No,
yes.
we'll be looking out for that for sure.
So it's a big full circle moment
100%.
for me. But anyway, this one's called Horses in Heaven, featuring Mr. Randy Houser. Grandpa taught me how to ride on a buckskin mare when I was 5. He told me the way of life was in my blood. And I learned the ropes, how to hold the reins. When I got thrown, had to hide the pain. He'd give me the eye, and I'd get back up. And these days, I don't know if he's rounding up a herd of cattle, or going for 8 in his old bronc saddle, or teaching a young buck a hard-learned, well-earned lesson. I don't know if he's roaming around just to pass the time somewhere up there on the other side, checking a fence line just as the sun is setting. But y'all, I'm sure that he's riding horses in heaven. Stubborn, strong, thicker skin. I'm who I am because of him. Teaching this girl all that cowboy stuff. And you may say, may he rest in peace, but he ain't resting if you ask me. If I know him, he's up there kicking up dust. I don't know if he's rounding up a herd of cattle, or going for 8 in his old bronc saddle, or teaching a young buck a hard-learned, well-earned lesson. I don't know if he's roaming around just to pass the time somewhere up there on the other side, checking a fence line just as the sun is setting. But y'all, I'm sure that he's riding horses in heaven. Well, I think the angels must have wanted a helping hand, and they needed a cowboy, not just any man. I don't know if he's rounding up a herd of cattle, or going for 8 in his old bronc saddle, or teaching a young buck a hard-learned, well-learned lesson. I don't know if he's roaming around just to pass the time somewhere up there on the other side, checking a fence line just as the sun is setting. But y'all, I'm sure that he's riding horses in heaven. Grandpa taught me how to ride on a buckskin mare when I was 5. He told me the way of life was in my blood.
Yay! I love that.
Thank
so
you.
You wrote that song.
I
then?
wrote that song with a friend of mine named Stone Eiley. Yes.
Okay. I love that name, Stone.
I know.
How
It's a great
cool is
name.
that?
Yeah.
How strong.
Yes.
Awesome. You have another one for us?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Let me play you Miss Thang.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Please do. So you already kind of gave us a background story for that then. Who is the guy in the band that called you Miss Thang?
Joe.
Oh, this
Yes.
man.
Yes. So
Okay.
Joe picks guitar.
Okay.
He's actually my boyfriend.
Okay.
So
I wasn't going to say it unless
Yeah.
you were going to say it, but okay, nice. I'm about to say, so he said this, he's been sticking around, and how's that like being with your boyfriend, I guess you could say, like 24/7 on the road?
you know, it's actually not bad.
Okay.
Like we're pretty good at like taking our coffee breaks and like
Mhm.
getting our our
Yeah.
space out on the road.
Good.
And I never thought I wanted to date anyone
I mean,
that had anything to do
Right.
with my career. But I'm gone so much. I don't know how I would have time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I guess the Lord
It
knows
works
better
out.
than me. So
He knows better than you
yeah.
for sure. Well, let's hear it, Miss Thang.
Woo! Good morning, load it up, come on and let's go. This job ain't gonna get itself done, and who knows what the day is gonna bring. Whatever it is won't be a thing for Miss Thang. Yeah, I was just a baby when my mama came to me. Said if you're gonna get the bacon, gotta heat your own grease. Ain't nobody cooking for you, all you got is your good name, Miss Thang. And the ruffians dragging just like a bull engine. Lord, I hitch my wagon to a runaway train. I strum a six-string, I pick and I sing, electric rodeo queen, and you can call me Miss Thang. You can't help but see me coming when I roll through your town. Gonna wish I wouldn't go and hoping I'd stick around. When you see a trail of dust and blang, you'll know who to blame. It's Miss Thang. And the ruffians dragging just like a bull engine. Lord, I hitch my wagon to a runaway train. I strum a six-string, I pick and I sing, electric rodeo queen, and you can call me Miss Thang. And then we got a fiddle solo right here. Rhinestones, baby blue cowgirl hat, snakeskin boots. This old heart ain't made of stone, it's leather lace, but it beats true. Rhinestones, baby blue cowgirl hat, snakeskin boots. This old heart ain't made of stone, it's leather lace, but it beats true. And the ruffians dragging just like a bull and chain. Lord, I hitch my wagon to a runaway train. I strum a six-string, I pick and I sing, electric rodeo queen, and you can call me Miss Thang. You can call me Miss Thang. Oh, 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 Miss Thang.
I think I just found a new theme
Yay!
song. I love it. And you even got the snakeskin boots
Even
on.
got the snakeskin boots, yes.
I love that. Well, Kylie, I appreciate this so much. I
Thank
was
you
looking
so
so
much.
forward to this, so I'm glad that I finally got to actually have a chance to sit down and talk to you and hear you play.
Me
This was
too.
amazing.
I mean, we had 100.7 in Opelousas too, and so I grew up
Oh.
listening to this station, and so this was such a treat for me. So thank you for having me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, and have a good show tonight.
Thank you.
Awesome. So we're done. I guess we just need to take a picture if you don't mind.
Yeah.
And